Hi friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Friends, this is Shadul Islam and you are watching my YouTube channel, Choice English. Friends, I hope and believe that you are all well. Alhamdulillah, I am also well by the grace of Allah. Friends, you have already understand towards the thumbnail, the topics today. And you know that I have been trying to make video to improve our English speaking because we know that English is an international language and a demandable subject, and now English has become an industry. But before going to the main topics, I'm requesting all of you to like, share, subscribe and make valuable comments and press the bell icon so that you can get the video fast. And who have already subscribed, you are cordially, warmly welcome from my core of heart. Friends, you know that our children is our future, and children's futures are headache for the parents. We all always try to make a bright standard career for our children. For this reason, we are all ready to dedicate, to sacrifice for the bright career of our children, but because of our lackings of knowledge and proper experience, we can take a proper decision for our children. And there is a important fact that many parents try to burden on their children's shoulder what they watch dream, what they dream. Actually, I'm also a parent, I'm also a father. I also want to make bright career of my children, but what I think I am going to share you. What I think about my children, just I'm trying to share you. As a father, I think that I have given full freedom to choose my children to make their bright career when they will able to find out to differentiate between right and wrong. Actually, as a father or as a parents, we should encourage our children to make their bright career so that after being matured or after being when they able to understand about their aim, about their future, then we try to encourage them to choose their future. Say, I want to make my children engineer, but my children are dreaming to be a doctor, and I'm trying to make my children what I want, and I don't want to understand what my children want to do in their life. For this reason, I want to make my children engineer, and my children want to be a doctor. And to make a pressure to be engineer, and my children are naturally not interested to be an engineer. For this reason, they face difficulties, and they are naturally not interested what they want to do, because they naturally don't like to be an engineer. They like to be a doctor. So this is the very problem, very negative impact create on our children. And for this reason, many children suffer from frustration, and they think that my parents don't try to understand about my future. Actually, as I want to make my children as an engineer, but my children want to be a doctor, and I think that what I am thinking for my children is it's better for him. But I don't try to understand that what my children want to do in his life, it's not better for his future. This is the negative impact for our children. So I think that as a father, I always try to encourage my children to choose their future, what they want to do in their life. As a father, as a parents, we should try to encourage our children what they want to do in his life. Because if they are naturally interested and enthusiastic to make their bright career what they want, if we encourage them, they will also make a bright career, and they also will be able to show their better talented as a student, as a human being. However, now I am coming to the main point. Today's topic is that how we can teach our children, that means how our children learn a professional speaking English. What I tell, actually this is also a very important fact, that our children, our future. As a parents, we should think to encourage them. And English speaking learning is very, very important for the children. And if you are able to make a standard environment in our family for our children to encourage them to learn speaking English, just we have to try to introduce to learn to speak English and the importance, the necessity of learning speaking English. And we have also tried to introduce them to watch English programs, news channels, debates, etc. We have to try to encourage them to watch those English programs. And we have also tried to make an environment with our children in our family. And especially, we have also tried to encourage them to talk to their class and outside of class in English. When they try to start their speaking home, class and out of class and with the teacher, first of all, they will not encourage to talk. But after encouraging day by day, they will be encouraged to speak English, because without practicing real life speaking English, it's not possible to learn a professional speaking English. And we know that children's brains are very sharp than us. So once if they are interested to learn to speak English, to watch the English programs, to read many many storybooks, they, if we are able to introduce to read book, to watch English programs, debates, news, and to speak with their friends, teachers, and with the family members, and if they are able to understand the importance and necessity of learning English, and if they follow according to our encouragement, they naturally will be try to improve themselves. Okay, this is a very important fact. But as a parents, we should encourage to our children, because without learning a standard, a professional English, now the technology world and the knowledge of science and technology and the English, they will not be able to compete in the competitional world. And we also know that now the world is like a global village. And if you want to make a bright career to your children, you have to must keep in mind that your competition isn't remain in a country. Your competition that you have to compete around the globe, because it's the world of technology. To switch on a mobile or internet, you will already understand how the competitions are going on around the globe. And to keep in mind, we have to prepare ourselves and our children to compete with around the globe, because it's a very important fact. And to compete around the globe, thousands of many with many countries, people around the world, and how what kind of competition, what kind of knowledge we should gather to success in life, especially in English. Then we will able to understand how I have to prepare myself. So, as a parents, we should encourage our children from now to speak a professional standard English, and if they are start, if our children start speaking from now in the real life, one day they will be able to speak a standard speaker in English in home and abroad, and by learning a professional speaking English, they will able to earn huge amount of money, because we know that it is not possible to describe in words the necessity of learning English, and we know that all the branches of knowledge, psychology, philosophy, science, technology, those kinds of books are written in English. And if we are not able to gather knowledge by reading these books, we will not be able to prepare myself to compete in kinds of competition around the globe. This is the very important fact. Our age, our life already has been passed. Now we have to think about the bright career of our children. So, if you want to make a bright career for our children, we have to keep in mind that we have to make our children a professional English speaker, and from now we have to try to encourage to train them in home class, outside the class, and we have also tried to introduce to we've also tried to encourage them to read English books gradually, English news channels, debates, etc. But it would not be possible one day. We have to try to carry on to to train our children, and we have also tried to train our children as a self-dependent, self-dutiful person. If they are able to understand about their life, about their future, that actually they shouldn't waste their valuable time in idle talk, idle gossiping to their friends. Okay, and we have also tried to encourage and train our children as a self-dutiful person, that you have a duty to train yourself to encourage your knowledge, to gather your knowledge properly in a right way, and you have to choose, you have to fix your specific aim if you want to achieve your goal. This is the very important fact for our children. So I think that what I thing about my children, I'm just sharing you. I have just shared you because as a parent, as a parents and father, I don't want to pressure create. I don't want to create pressure on my children. What I dream about my children to do what I dream. I try to encourage and I tell my children, always tell my children that you have a full freedom to choose your life, what you want to do. But what you choose, it's your freedom, but you have to be a number one person and we have to a famous person around the globe. Choosing aim in your life is your freedom. But you have to keep in mind that if you want to doctor, you have to be a number one doctor. If you want to an engineer, you have to be a number one engineer around the globe. If you want to a writer, you have to be a number one writer around the globe. If you want to a poet, you have to have a number one poet around the globe. That means what you want to do in your life, you have to be a number one. Choosing aim in your life is a freedom. But you have to keep in mind that I have to be a number one person. If you want to a politician, you have to be a number one politician around the globe. So all over the people around the world can understand you are the most famous person. You are the most talented person. This is the suggestion for my children. I always try to encourage my children because I have what our life, how our life has been passed. It's not. We should not suffer from hesitation about our future. But I think that if we try to train ourselves by gather knowledge, our to make our bright career, we can also train our children. So to make bright career of our children, to make our children as a most famous, successful person around the globe, then I have to first train myself. Then I will be able to encourage my children. Because if I not understand what is the right, what is the wrong, if I am not able to differentiate between right and wrong about the future of my child, then I will not understand to encourage my children. So I have to train myself, then I have to try to encourage my children. So, and I have also tried to train myself to be a self-dependent person. Then I will be able to train myself to be a self-dependent person. This is the very important fact. And what words I tell you, this is not my words. This is the famous person words. I have just shared you. Okay. So friends, the last of this video, I am requesting all of you, please don't create a pressure to your children what you dream. Please, you have give a full freedom to your children to choice of their aim, but we have to encourage to be a number one, to train themselves as a self-beautiful person, and we have to introduce to learn a speaking professional standard English like the foreigner. We have to introduce, we have to encourage them to read English books, speaking home, class and outside of class, and to watch English news channels, debates, many kinds of English news. Then they will understand that I shouldn't waste my valuable time in idle talk with friend. And the last of this video, I am requesting all of you to please encourage your children to be a self-dutiful person, to try to be a responsible, because and responsibility means to complete a task in a different way. That means self-dutiful. This is the very important fact to make a bright career. Okay. So friends, actually I'm also learning. I also make my children as a successful person, and I have been also trying to improve my knowledge, to gather my knowledge, and I have been trying to train myself as a self-beautiful person because I know that if I not able to train myself as a self-duty person, I will not be able to train my children. So I have been trying to train myself first, then I've been trying to encourage my children to fix, to specify their specific aim, to fix their specific aim to achieve their goal. This is the mission of my life. So friends, actually I have talked too much. If I make any mistake, I'm requesting all of you to make your valuable comments, like, share, and press the bell icon. And see you tomorrow with a new video. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.